Canada, Ontario, and the City of Toronto have the opportunity to host the world as we welcome leaders from G8 and G20 countries, both to Muskoka and to the City of Toronto. This should be a time for Canadians to be proud of the way our government welcomes and greets the dignitaries who will be joining and media from around the world. Instead, Canadians are concerned to a very strong degree about the huge cost for security, the lack of planning and foresight by the Conservative government, and the complete mismanagement of this. There's no doubt that when G8 leaders gather in Muskoka, they need security. But do they need a gazebo that costs $100,000 that they will never see? Do they need $11 million worth of repairs and renovations to an airport in North Bay that will bear no consequence for this meeting? Will they take time in their few hours of meeting to actually get to the washrooms, which are some 20 kilometers away, which have been refurbished at the expense of the Canadian taxpayer? This is becoming an embarrassment, not only in Canada, but around the world. In The Economist magazine this week, they notice this. This is not something that is only a Canadian issue. They're reflecting on the fact that we have more than $56 billion deficit projected for this year, but over $1.2 billion is being spent just on the security for this event. $1.2 billion that could be spent on many other projects of lasting significance, creating employment, having lasting effect on youth, children, seniors in our country. These are the kinds of issues that I think the Conservative government needs to account for with Canadian citizens, Canadian taxpayers. These are our dollars, but more importantly, it's our reputation that is at stake. Canada needs to host the world with pride. Canada needs to host the world with a sense of dignity, but Canada also needs to model for the world that in a time of tough economics for families, for seniors, for many people across this country, a note of modesty instead of an ego fest is what Canadians are looking for.